Very good afternoon to all. See, you may be surprised why we two are actually presenting a paper. That's got some significance, I must say. I'll take you 2 minutes for that. See, there are many education summits, many education programs in national as well as international. We noticed one important thing is that there the people are actually discussing all about the teacher should be that, the teacher should be like this way, the teacher should do this, teacher should do that, imbibe all those things, everything. But the problem is that there not a single teacher, school teacher I am saying, I am not saying the higher education, not a single school teacher is there to present the reality what is happening in the ground level, because they are addressing the 60% of the stakeholders of Indian education. 60% up to class 1 to 10, that 60% of stakeholders of the Indian education is actually addressed by the school teachers. We attended in 2010 one teacher conference in NCRT. So from there we decided, okay, we will wherever the opportunity comes, the teacher, as a teacher, we will go to an education summit or anywhere. We'll go. At the outset, I take the opportunity to express my sincere thanks to this World Education Summit 2012, giving an opportunity to speak about the reality of teachers. Now, in respect of the CCA, as already she mentioned about, I know you are all, eminent educationists and you are working in the education field. You know more about the CCA. We don't have to speak about. And the thing is that what is actually happening, in the school level, what is the teacher is actually facing in the school level, implementation of these CCA activities and their evaluations. You see, definitely the continuous and comprehensive evaluation system is actually, it is basically a very idealistic concept, which is actually, you can say that it is a student friendly as well as the wholesome growth of the development of the student, and there is no failures, more beneficial to low achievers. These are actually the positive aspects. This is a very good, it's a very idealistic and you can take. But the problem is that we teachers are actually facing some of the thing is that actually the most important thing is the student teacher ratio in the classroom. In India, if you can see that most of the classrooms are overcrowded. I am working in Kendriya Vidyalaya, it has got more than 1,064 schools all over India as well as international level also 3 schools are there. And most of the classrooms are actually overcrowded, more than 40 or 50 students are there. This kind of evaluation is actually more feasible in this 20 students in a classroom. There you can evaluate each and every aspect of this child very properly and you can make assessment properly. That is one thing. Another important thing is actually the compilation and documentation of the data related. Of course, up to a certain extent we can use these ICT and other computer things and for data analysis softwares we are using. But at the same time the preservation, now the CBSE nowadays is asking for the evidences. What are the evidences? We have to send the evidences for this. Yes, assessment. Then another important thing I noticed that it is actually the biased attitude and the favoritism, and also the talents of the children with the low academic achievements are overlooked many times, and also that the most important these 2 points why I am just saying the bias and favoritism is because the teacher, some of the teachers actually they are not really taking it as a serious thing actually, the assessment what we are doing. They are not properly trained or properly training is not given. What aims, what is the basic content of this particular program, what is actually the basic goal or the purpose of this program. That is not. The empowering of teacher is actually very important. You may be noticed that this continuous and lot of things are there, life skills are there, so many things. But if you take the lower class, a primary teacher, primary level, the qualification of a primary teacher is actually, you can see the +2, 10 +2 plus JBT. Yes, that is the minimum qualification. But the real formation of the child is actually taking place right from, okay, of course, right from the family, I mean, house, I mean, it is, but from that, the classroom, class 1 onwards, I mean, it is taking place. There, we need a professional hand to tackle all the points. That's very important. Now, again, I am coming to that reality. Again, you see why we are, yesterday also, many sessions actually said, we are having lack of teachers. Several lakhs of teachers, I mean, are required. Why it is not? See, we are having the software engineers and engineers or doctors, I mean, plenty. Why? Because they are having a good package. Lakhs and lakhs. You know, reality, the teachers, I mean, I must say, I mean, I've got, I mean, lot of survey report, I mean, even I have got a personal interaction with the public schools or even the private schools. I know that some of the teachers are working for just 5,000 to 10,000 or 15,000 or maximum 20,000 rupees. I know that. I have got evidence. I have got see, how can a teacher, I mean, that, just imagine that package. You see, a software engineer is actually getting, it is 1 lakh, 2 lakh package, or I mean, a teacher is getting 5,000. And all are saying, every subject is actually saying, the teacher is actually the nation builder, teacher is actually the architect of the nation. What? And he is getting 5,000 rupees. That is actually less than a daily wages, or daily, or worker money. I really, I mean, I take this, this is the reality. Nobody is actually taking care of this aspect. You see, and another thing is actually the teacher should have that passion of teaching. That's very important. See, in 1985, I passed the MSc in first class in 67%. That was the first rank, was actually 68%, just 1% below. And I joined, you know, that time I could join a college easily, because that time only MSc first class means you get a college.
Yeah, I think we can limit to the topic.
Yes. Sir,
this forum is supposed to be about research.
Yes, sir. And then
your opinions. Let's hear the research.
Yes. See, sir, I'm just saying that, I mean, we need a kind of, I mean, see the empowerment of teachers, both economically as well as the socially. I mean, you see, you standard, I mean, the status of the teachers, so that, I mean, you can bring, I mean, you can attract the teachers, I mean, to a very, I mean, good teachers coming into this. See, now, these days, I mean, we are lacking the real, I mean, real teachers.
So show us the evidence. We all know one.
Yes,
Let's get to your research.
Yes, see, the reason, that's what I said, see, the 90% of the teachers coming into this, you know, the people coming into this, they are actually just for the sake of jobs, sir, it is coming. That's the reality I'm seeing. That's the reality. Only 90% of the teachers, actually, they opted this job just for the job, not for just because of that passion for teaching.
So you mean to say it's the alternate opportunity which is taken by the teachers, and not as a service. He's saying that the teaching is not taken as a profession, but as a job. So there comes the role play of, you know, having a research as far as how teachers are embedded into our teaching and learning system or educational system.
See, then I move to the next part. Finally, I just want to say this, sir. I mean, this CCE actually it is facilitated in maintaining a holistic approach in the school education and needs empowerment of teachers to carry out this vital component for effective learning. That's very important. That empowerment in all aspects. I'm just saying. I must say, in every aspect of empowerment is required, so that a teacher can actually really good wonders. I'll just say one thing. See, an engineer's mistake can be cemented in the bricks, or a doctor's mistake can be buried in the graveyard, or a lawyer's mistake can be kept in the file, I mean, tied up in the file, but a teacher's mistake reflects the nation. Thank you very much.
Any questions from the panel? Right, but then I think important to note here is that CCEE was introduced to all the teachers in the country having CBSE curriculum out of blue. One fine morning, CBSE said that, okay, all guys be ready for CCE, and these are the things which are to be carried out. And this I know because I have been little closely related and linked to the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan in the region of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which has one of the highest literacy rates in the country. In Andaman and Nicobar Islands also, the teachers were as confused as any other place in the country. This was because one fine morning, this notification of continuous and comprehensive evaluation came, and teachers had to follow without any knowledge, any information about CCE. So probably we can think of having a recommendation based on his presentation that before launching any particular approach as far as changing the curriculum or designing a curriculum, probably there needs to be a very well researched documentation as far as policymakers are concerned. Please.
What he said, maybe being a bullshitter, but I think we have the internet, we have all these collaboration tools. I don't see why should we wait for the next conference or whatever. These are expensive conferences, by the way, in time or whatever it is. Can't we do it interactively over the web? We can set up, there was a gentleman who was a youngster who set up a social web surfing thing. If he can't, I mean, let this old man help you out. I mean, I'll volunteer.
Yeah, it's a very valid suggestion. I think we all can be a part of this particular forum and have a blog or a website, yes, and where we can actually have a sharing of views and opinions. And it's a very well suggested mechanism for realizing the objectives of this particular forum, right?
And, very well. A bonus point.
It's a bonus point, yeah.
Okay, what I can do is, if you can send me an email, I'll give you my email, you send it to me, or the other way around, if you can collect the emails in one place, I'll send out before, it'll take me some time to set up this website. What I can do is that I'll send out a Google mail to all of you, where we can get some more details about you, and that whatever I send out to you, there are many people who would have liked to be here, but who couldn't be here for various reasons and very good reasons, who are interested in this thing,
right,
or who are at least bothered about it.
Right.
You can forward that mail to everybody, and in that email which I send to you, in which you send over, we'll sort of use that for enrolling for the social web learning site.
Right. I think this I have taken it as a suggestion and a recommendation for setting up of a website or a blog, and which can deal with the issues related to research, and not just research but educational development as such.
I'd
right?
like to offer integration of virtual classrooms in that website or blog, design.com.
Oh, that's great. I think we must clap for him for this particular thing. Thank you very much.